Hello, what's up, guys? It's Stocks here. In this video, we shall be taking a good look at Apple. Apple stocks right here. We shall be taking a good look at Apple stock to know the reason why Apple is kind of down. In my own, I will probably towards the ending of this video, I will also state the reason why I think Apple is actually falling, and majority of the stock market is actually down. So looking at the situation of things, if you followed my video, you would see that my analysis, came to pass, because obviously I made it known to us that we've broken out, and we're most likely going to be rallying all the way to this major resistance right here at this major level right here at $312. That was definitely what happened, and you could see right now we are heading towards the downside. So this right here shouldn't be surprising to us, because we have definitely reached the target at which we should be reaching. So right now, I would say we have some major kind of resistance around here, which we are probably going to be finding support around this level at $278. So sorry about that. The network is kind of really bad this evening. It rained, so we could see right here that we had some fake out right here. We had a fake out right here, obviously, because we are definitely trying to meet the targets, which we actually met at 312, 316. So right here, we had a fake out. You could see we got rejected from this level. So I think we could see probably end up retesting, doing a move like this, dropping all the way down to $279. How we react here will definitely determine how Apple is going to either move next, because once we're able to find support around here, there's every possibility that we could break out of this resistance at $301 before we rally much higher. If this is not going to be the case, we are most likely going to be breaking below this major support at $279, retest this level, and dump all the way down to $255. If we're going to be breaking below $255, you will probably know that we can know that at the end of this video, based on my own idea, or what I think about Apple dropping, and if I think it's just Apple that will be dropping that low, which is probably how many percent from here, roughly is roughly 12% from where we're currently at right now. So without even wasting much of our time, we could see it clearly right here that in terms of the news, we could see that Apple iOS 27 reveals new clues about $2,000 affordable iPhone. So yes, I was watching MKBHD. He's a popular tech review guy on YouTube. I haven't watched Mr. Who's Boss On, but I was watching the whole Apple what was it called again? The Apple whole update display or announcement event. So we could see clearly right here that this article first appeared on Guru Focus, just for you to know. So Apple may be moving closer to its biggest iPhone design shift in years, with iOS 27 offering some of the strongest public clues yet that a foldable iPhone is being prepared behind the scenes. Bloomberg News has reported that the device is slated to debut in September alongside the iPhone 18 Pro family, starting at around $2,000, and putting Apple into the direct competition with Samsung Electronics and other foldable phone makers. So the signal is coming from the software. Hidden files inside the first developer beta of iOS 27 reportedly include references such as fold state, mechanical angle degrees, and angle degrees, suggesting Apple software could detect whether a device is folded, unfolded, or open at a certain hinge angle. Other iOS 27 references tied to display repair utility mention a secondary display, a second cover glass, and 2 additional light sensors, which could possibly point to a device built around a larger, more flexible screen. The investor takeaway is simple: Apple may be laying the software foundation before the hardware arrives. Full page iPhone widget for apps such as music, news, and weather, iPad size layout in Mac OS 27 Golden Gate iPhone mirroring feature, and Apple's new push for app adaptability across different size screen sizes all appear well suited for foldable devices. So all this is happening. Obviously, Apple should be rallying because people are supposed to see this as something innovative for Apple. Finally, Apple is involving itself or herself in the whole foldable discussion, because obviously people have been asking, where will Apple make their foldable? Apple iPhones are not innovative enough. They are just sticking to basic designs and all whatnot. So these whole critics have been going on, but I believe Apple has been cooking. Even they also announced that, okay, Siri now comes with the whole AI kind of thing. So which is kind of nice, because people have also been people have been bashing Apple based on their Siri looking old-fashioned, given the fact that Google is far ahead of them. So with this whole situation right here, the reason why Apple is pulling back is obviously not because of what is going on, because what just happened, whatever news they just announced about the whole foldable should definitely be sending Apple stock high, but that is not the case, because the whole IPO situation right now is obviously the reason why the market is the way it is right now. The whole IPO situation whereby we are seeing the case of Starlink IPO, OpenAI IPO, Anthropic IPO, and also the whole what is it called, quantum computing IPO. Everything is going to be launching, which each of these IPOs will probably obviously have minimum of $800 billion in market capitalization. So I think this right here means one thing, that liquidity will definitely be pulled out of some major stocks or major assets such as Apple, because obviously Apple has not really been doing its best in terms of the AI narrative or the AI story or the AI news that is going on right there, or the AI trend. So obviously investors might want to take out of this place, because the huge AI trends out there, they are launching the IPO, which is Cloud, which is from Anthropic, and also OpenAI. So these are huge. Even Grok 2 is attached to SpaceX. So these are huge, and people will definitely want to take some of their investments off Apple into this IPO. So I think that's the reason why we are getting this, pullback, and I think this pullback will most likely continue. And where things will actually get funny is, hopefully these IPOs won't. Obviously, these IPOs will do numbers in the future, but for now that they are launching, hopefully they don't end up being a sell the news event. So that's just all I'm hoping. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, turn on post notification, smash that like button, and share this video with your friends, guys. Peace out.